What is good, everybody? So today I'm going to show you how I designed this website homepage in Adobe XD. So pretty much everything here you see is made from scratch. The only thing I downloaded were these icons right there, but this dashboard right here, this is just a bunch of rectangles and squares and a bunch of stuff that I put together, but everything else is pretty much made within Adobe XD. And then eventually I might end up coding this too, or if anyone wants to code this, let me know in the comments below. But aside from that, let me show you how I created this design. So without further ado, hop into your Adobe XD or whatever software you're using, Figma, Sketch, Photoshop, whatever it is, and then let's get started. So since I already have Adobe XD opened, I'm just gonna go ahead and press the A key on the keyboard. Opens up all of our cool little pre-default sizings of iPhone, Android, and I wanna go down and use this one, Web 1366. So if you haven't opened up a screen, just basically click on the desktop section and then Web 1366, and then you're pretty much set here. And then I'm gonna press V just to get out of this. And first thing I want to do is press the T on the keyboard, opens up the text editor, and then let me type in the word start up. And you cannot see that because it is colored white. So let me just change the color. And actually, let me highlight this. Change the color here and just make the word start up or whatever. This is just for the logo placement for now. And the font I use is Montserrat. It's pretty basic defaults. And let me see if I can do, let's do 32, and on the size, the weight, let's try semi-bold for now. And then let me press V again to bring back the arrow. Click on the actual frame and then go down here to layout, and it should open up these columns. If you don't have yours set to what I have, change columns to 12 and then copy everything I have down here, and yours pretty much would look like mine. Again, this is just for design preferences. You could do whatever you want, but for the sake of this, I want to drag this over here. And in terms of placement, I mean, we could play around with this, but we'll just start with 40 for now. And next thing I want to do is click on this and then Command D on your keyboard, and that basically copies it, and then we can drag this over. And let's go ahead and let me take out this layout. So go back, click back on your frame, go to grid and close out the layout because it's really hard to see it. But here you can just make the home. This is the menu items, and let's go ahead and let's do 24 maybe. Let's actually do 20. And I don't even know what I put, what font size. Let me just check what I put here. I just added 18, so let's do 18 there. And then let's pretty much change this to medium. And let's go ahead and Command D this again, and let's just do 32 spacing. And I'm pressing the Option, and I believe if you're on a Windows keyboard, it should be Alt. Well, right next to the Command on the left, that's where you get to pop up to see the spacing. And then we can do Command D again, and then boom, and then do it again. And let's just change this to services, and then let's do I don't even know what I put. Products? What did I put up here? Oh, pricing. Same, doesn't really matter for this part. And then let's do contact us. And then let's see, do 32 spacing here, 32 spacing there, and then 32 spacing there. So let's hold Shift and then click on each one individually, and it should highlight them all. And then let's do here, yeah, press this middle one. Right there, I can't, it's not showing it, but basically it aligns them vertically. And then once they're all aligned perfectly, then you can do Command G. And now they're grouped together, so now they all move like this. And then what we can do now is press the R key, creates a rectangle, and then let's do the fill. And I have this color right here. Actually, it's gonna be the blue, but I think I have a different blue because this is like a little. Actually, it's probably the same. So the blue color I'm using is #50CDFB. So if you want to copy that one, you can. And then let's take off the border, and let's do for the right here, when you click on the button, this changes the border radius, but I want to make sure all of them, so click on the first option and make it padding of 4 so that rounds it out. And let me check what I put for the dimensions. So 130 by 46. So let's do width 130, height 46, and then let's drag this over here. And then what I want to do is zoom in, and then I can press T and click on it, the button, and let's just put sign up, and then click out of it, and then we can press V again so we get the cursor back. And then while we're on the text, let's go ahead and just fill it with white. So change that color to white, and then click on the text and then on the button. So now you have both highlighted, and they can try to align it. I already have mine aligned with when I was dragging it, so it's pretty much centered. But in case yours not, do that, and then we can do Command G, and now it's grouped together. So now when we move it, it's like this. And let's go click back on the frame, the outer part, click on the layouts here, bring back the columns, and let's just drag this over to the edge. And let me see if I it's centered right here, so let's see if I can center this part. Let's do let's see, drag it up. I want to make sure this button is centered with that. So let's bring it like that, and then let's bring this one up here. So let's see, let's do 32. So the pixels, I have 40 from the top, and then this one's 32, and it's in the middle of this button. And I think from the top that's like 52. Yeah, 52 from the top. And then let's go ahead and take this off. And now we got the first thing up here. So now the next section is going to be the dashboard, because this one is much harder to make since it's from scratch. This is just straight up text in the button, so it's not too hard. So I'll say that for last, but here I have, actually it's up here too. So what I can do is, let me drag this down so I can have like a frame of reference. And now basically what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna press the A keyboard, so it brings up all of our choices. I'm just gonna bring up the Web 1366 frame again, and let me zoom out, press V so I can drag it over, and let's just change the sizing to shrink. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna shrink it down to it, and then you can change it accordingly to what I have. So what is this? 879 by 581. So this is gonna be 581, boom, and then let's zoom in. And now let's get started. All right, so this isn't too hard to do, but let's press the R to make the rectangle. And wait, before we do that, actually press V again, click on the frame, and let's see if I can, actually, I believe I made a rectangle itself. I don't know why I made another frame. So let's straight up delete this. But remember these numbers. So let's press R. Let's just make a rectangle with this. I don't know why I was making a frame for some reason, but let's do 879, and then was it 561? I can't remember what I put. 581. So 879 by 581, and then border. Take off the border. For the fill, just keep the, actually, let's see what I have the color for this. Colors hashtag F7FAFC. So let's go and let me copy that in. So put that as a background, because if you don't and you use like a white, you just won't be able to see these as well. And then let's do click back on this rectangle, and then change this to, let's see, I think I put 4. Actually, I put 8 pixels, so now it's much more rounded. And then let's go ahead and create the rectangle. So let's just go, I'm just gonna eyeball this and see how it looks. So pretty much you have it like this, and then let's zoom in, take out the border, fill, let's make this purple. So this is hashtag F, not F, my bad, 4849FA, and then press, get out of this, click out, and then press V, like victory V. And let's drag this down a little bit so that we can have this up here. And then what I want to do is, you can see right now it's pointed. So what I want to do is take the, I believe that's the bottom left. So if I click here, let's change this to 8. I think I'm correct. Yeah. So the last one changes this bottom left. So now it's curved like this. And then let's go ahead and make another rectangle on top. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is just showing you reference of like what I did. And then we can click out the border. And then the fill, let's make this, let's see, DAE3EA. And then click out and then press V. And then I could probably make this shorter. So let's make it a little shorter. And then here, let me just drag this up. So in terms of height, I did 75 there. And then width here is 96. Again, you can mess around with this. I can probably do like 90. It really doesn't matter since this is like a thing, like a sidebar. But again, that's just your preference. And then let's go ahead and let's draw in these white rectangles. So let's press R again. And I'm just gonna freestyle this. So make it 5, yeah, you can do 560, doesn't matter. But copy these numbers here, let me see. Yeah, it's a little better. So width 584, height, I mean, you can do 29, doesn't matter. I like even numbers here. And then let's press V. So we click out. So now we have this here. And this is just random style. You don't have to do this, but if you want to follow along, you can. For the radius, let's just do 4 so it's rounded. And then click on this rectangle, the white one, Command D. And then now you have 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this to like this size. So what is that? Like 59, 60 if I can get on. But yeah, so width 60, height 28, same concept. And then space, let's do 24. Command D again. So now we have another piece of it. And then we can bring it over here. And I don't even know what I did over here. Yeah, that looks like a little too long. So let me just shrink it a little bit. And then go here. Let me shrink this a little bit. And you guys don't have to, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just messing around with this part. And then let's just add a circle since we're here. So you can go up back to the left, press a little circle icon, then just draw a circle. And to make the height fit, just change the height to the height of the rectangles, which is the same height here, so 28. And then pretty much is like this. So it's like a little rough draft. It's not perfect the way I made it up here, but you guys got the point. That's how I did it. And then let's go ahead and let's see the rectangles. So actually, I'm gonna make sure I get this measurement because it's not gonna look good if I don't. So let's do 337 by 207. So let's press R, drag, and then let's do 337 by 207. Is that what I put? Yeah, 207. And then we can go here, take out the border. Let's add some shadow. What shadow did I use? 1 and 4. So click on this rectangle. Y will be 1, shadow will be 4. And let's do border radius, let's do 4 pixels. Is that enough? I feel like I did 8. So let's do 8. Just so you can see it's much more like that. And then let's go ahead and just drag it right here. So spacing wise, 30. Do 28. And then let's go Command D. Let's drag this down here. Let's do 30 spacing there. And then let's do another one. So Command D again. And I can do 38 between. Actually, that was a little too long. Let's do 32. So let me bring it to 32. It really doesn't matter. This is just the rough draft. But again, feel free to like pick around the details and stuff after. And then let's get the measurements of this. So that's 176 by 93. So let's create another rectangle. And then let's change it to 176 by 93. Border like this. Take it out. Add the shadow. Do 1, 4. And then the border radius, let's do 8. And then press V, and then basically make sure you have it at the alignment up here. And I believe this should be 32. Yeah, so let's bring this over 32. And then Command D, and basically just drag this over. So let's see. So now that's not gonna look good. So I look like I need to, what size is this one? 378. So I'm gonna change this one to 378. And then this one's, Yeah, I'm gonna go back and make sure to measure, because if I don't, it's not gonna look good. So change that bottom one. Let's see, 337 by 207. Yeah, so that looks fine there. So let's just drag this back in. So let's do 24 now from the inside, and let's do 24 here. So if you hold shift, you notice it moves it by 10. So let's do 24, and what did I put on this? 20. Yeah, so click here and let's move it into 20. And then what we can do here is, let's edit this first, because it's gonna be annoying to when I copy and paste this, so might as well do it now. But basically, let's go in here and let's create a circle. Hold shift to make it even, press V, let's drag it down like here, so it looks like what, 15 by 15. And then it doesn't have to be perfect, but take the border out. Now you can't see it yet, but click on the fill, and let's make this the purple, which was the 5250 FB. And let's just draw a raw rectangle. So press R and then just drag it across, and then take out the border, and then fill. Let's see, what grade did I use for this? DAE3EA, and then click out of this. Press V, now we have it again, and then you can Command D this and then drag it up, and then we can just shrink it here, and then just like make it a little thinner, and then let's see, do it again, and what did I do up here? Oh, these were way thicker. Actually, yeah, let me keep the thickness, so let's drag a little bit. And then I did another one, so underneath this, and I just made it like skinnier. Alright, cool. So as you can see, that's how I made that simple effect. So let me delete this one, and then let me click on the purple circle, and then all these gray rectangles, and then click on the white box, and then Command G, so now it's grouped, and then Command D, so I drag it across, and let's move it 20, and then click on both of them now by holding shift and clicking on both, and then Command D again, so now they're underneath. And then I don't know why is this supposed to be 27? What the heck? Should be 24 pixels. Yeah, right there. And then let me zoom out, and then basically let's change this color to the blue, and then this color to the red. That is not red. Hold up. And then let's go ahead and let's make these graphs up here. So this one's pretty simple, but these are just rectangles. So I'm just gonna draw some rectangles by pressing R. Take out the border, the fill, let's create this and make this purple. And let's zoom in, and then let's go up here. So now that's what we have here, and then all you need to do is just copy and paste this. So Command D over, let's do 20. And then actually doesn't really matter, this space. Yeah, it's 20 there, Command D again, 20, 20, and then 20 here. And then you want to copy the styling. I did like top one bigger, this one's smaller, the middle one a little shorter, this one's a little taller, and then this one's like the same here. So let's click on the second one, change the fill to the blue, which was the 50 CDFB. The middle one, let's do the red. If you already made the circle, then you can just hover over the circle. And then the last one is the blue again. So just click back on the blue, boom, there we go. And there we got that. Now the next one, this one's pretty simple. This is just a pen tool. So click on this one right here on the left, and then let's just draw some charts. So just basically click, go into the moon right here, boom, and then press V. Change the border size to 4, and then color it whatever you want. So I'm going to change this to purple, and let's click on the pen again, and then let's do blue. So let's go like this, and then press Victory V again. Border is going to be 4, color is going to be blue, and then last one will be just red. What did I do? It doesn't matter. So let's go click here, and then just click, and I'm just freestyling this, and then press V. 4, border will be red, And boom, that's pretty much how I did that. Again, you can copy it, change it up, it doesn't matter. And if you don't like the way it looks, you can like drag down like this. And like that's when you double click on it and you can move them around. So that's if you want to do that, but that's pretty simple. And then this last one is just circles. So let's go ahead and click on the circle. Let's go and press shift and draw one, and then press V. Let's center this like this. And then let's go ahead and I believe I did 18 pixels for this. And let's go and change the fill to nothing. Border will be purple. And then we'll keep it like this. Now while we're up, we're still on the circle, Command D it again. So now if I click on the circle, we have 2 circles now. So while it's still on top, what you want to do is let's go to the dash and let's see, let's do 300. But first we gotta change the color to blue. And then you can see it looks like this. And then I can Command D again. And I'm gonna have the red now. So I have a third circle. And you can't see, I don't know, what was the one I put for the third one? So 100 and gap 300, and blue is 100 and gap 300. Alright, so the red, let's do 100 with the gap 300. And then this, I mean, I guess this works here. This works pretty fine, same thing. And then here we can just go and zoom in and then press R. Let's make a little smooth little rectangle. So let's take the border off, change the fill to the purple, and then the border radius to that. And it looks a little off to me, so let me make it, I think it was 16 by, let's do 16 here. Alright, that looks good there. And then let's see, we just align it to the top. And then basically Command D, drag it down. And let's do, how much space? Let's do 14. And Command D again, 14 here. And then let's click on this one, turn this one, let's do blue. And then the last one will be red. And then let's just press R, make a rectangle, and make this, how big did I make this one? Not too big, so like height 10, 11. And then change the fill, take the border off. Let's make this gray. Press V, let's zoom in. And yeah, it looks like this. Then Command D. And then we can make this shorter. Command D again, same thing here. Doesn't really too much. We can make this a little skinnier. So let's just go ahead and make it like height of like 8. Alright, that looks a little better. And again, feel free to edit this. Mine looks a little different from up here, but I think it's because it's closer. But this is pretty much most of it. Now all I have to do is add the icons. So let me show you where I got these icons, and then feel free to download them. Or if you just want to skip this part, then you can too as well. Or use any icons that you got as well. So let me go ahead and show you really quick. So here's the website that I got these icons, called fontawesome.com. I'm not sure if you have to make an account to download it, but I do know when you're programming, you do have to have an account for the CDN. But since we're designing, if you do need to make an account, then make one. If not, all you have to do is just search. And then basically all you need to do is type in whatever you want to type in. So like here I typed in like email or something. And then let me just start it off from scratch. So I type email, I'll click, and then I'll just figure out if I have the free version. So click whatever you want. But this is the one I downloaded for the first part. And then also here, let me see if I can. So let me see. I typed in home, chart, share, and then people, and then I typed in email here. So that's the one right there. So I have 5 icons in total. So let me show you where I got these, and then you can download them yourself. So again, the first one was this envelope. So just type in email and get this one. And then whatever you do is you click on it, and then you basically go to this little icon right here, download SVG, click on this, and then agree to download the SVG. And then it downloads, and then you'll see it at the bottom. And then for home, you type in home. You get whatever home icon that you like. And then also share. I use this one right there, share alts. And then let's see, users. Yeah, users right here, users cog, that one right there. And then the last one, I don't know if I did settings or not. You can use settings, you can use charts or charts. Let me do charts. Not that, hold on. Charts right there, chart bar. And that's where pretty much I got all my icons here. So feel free, have fun with that. Or if not, just skip it. So since I already downloaded it, I don't want to redo it again. So let me just go and just copy mine from up here and then paste it. And usually it doesn't do it the way I want it to. Hold up. Oh, I did that wrong. Copy here, click it, paste, and then I just drag it. Now when you import these, they're going to be massive. So what you're going to have to do is click on the individual icon whenever you import them and change the width to 35. Make sure you click on this block because right now it's going to be unlocked when you import it. So click on the lock and then change the width to 35, and then the height should change accordingly. And then basically have spacing of like 45-ish, give or take. And then basically click on all of them. If I can click on it. Like hold shift and click on each of them individually and then command G and group them. And then now you can go like this and then play around with it. This shouldn't be too hard to recreate, but again, just feel free for that. And this is pretty much what we have here. So now what I do is scroll over all of these, press command G, and then I can see that I have it like this. And now we can drag this over to our sites over here. And then we can like tilt this. So if you go close to the center without doing anything, it'll turn into these double arrows. You can just rotate it however you like. And then let me press shift and then shrink it a little bit. So let's see. Let's drag it up and like this. Another effect I did was I clicked, if you didn't notice, this is like a little bigger. So I clicked on this, so I double click and then I hold shift and I just dragged it to be like emphasizing it's much bigger. That's a cool little thing you can do if you want to. And in terms of the directions, this is my coordinates if you want to copy exactly what I have here. And then it's like in this position, so kind of in the center. It doesn't have to be perfect, but feel free to mess around with that. Now the background I use, let me see. I have this color here, so FAFBFC. So copy this, click on the frame, and then go to the fill, and then paste it. So now it's like a little lightish bluish white kind of, so that you can kind of see this much better. Then also we can click on here, and we could add a shadow to it if you want to. If you want to add a shadow to it, feel free. I'm not sure if I clicked on the right. Yeah, here I double clicked on the actual rectangle. And now you can see there's like a little slight shadow. And then all we need to do now is add these texts and this little gradient background. So let's go back to the frame, click on the layouts, make sure they're on, and then let's go press T, and then just type, let's do, let me change the color first. It's like a lightish, let's see, let's do that one for now. And then press T. All right, you can't see that. Let me change it after. So let me just type in the future. All right, yeah, the future of data tracking. Let me zoom in because right now it's turned on white. So let me click on all of these. Change this to like a darkish black. And then let's take this over here. Let's see, what size did I do for the font here? 32. And then a color is 2C, 2C, 2C. So let's do that. So let's go click back on here. Let's do 32. And let's do 2C, 2C, 2C. And then once you have it aligned here, I mean, feel free to play around with this. Let's just do 160 so you can copy this. And then click back on the frame and take out the layout because I can't see what's going on. But basically, let's click on it, Command D, drag it down, and let's just type in utilizing our AI-powered tracking software. Then press enter. We will generate the most accurate results to, oh no, to, why is it capitalizing? To, I hate that is not, let me type by to ensure your business succeeds. And then let's click out, press V, And let's change this to, let's do 24, and then change the font weight to light, and let's see how that looks. So actually let's change this to medium, but let's change this one to semi bold here. And then actually, what did I do for this? I guess it's the fill, that's what happened. So let's change the fill to 707070. So go there, and then we can, let's probably do like 32 spacing. That looks fine to me. And then let's do the button for now. So clicking on here, actually let's just recreate it. I don't want to make it difficult, but here, let's do rectangle, press R, do that, and then fill, let's make it purple, the same purple we've been using, so you can click on any purple you have, and then click out, press V, and let's copy this dimension. So 172 by 46, so let's do 172 by 46. Padding will be 4 on each side, and then let's zoom in, press T, and let's say get started. Change that to white, and don't want to do that. Press V again, get it out here, and let's see what font size I use here. 18. So we can go here and let's do 18. And let's just click on the text, click on the button, center it, and let's do center here, and then Command G to group it. And then let's just create this little input form. So let's go here. Let me get the dimensions. 351 by 51. So take the border off. Let's do a shadow so you can see it. The default one's fine for now. And what did I say? 350, 51? What did I say? Yeah, 351 by 51. Oh, it's almost perfect. And then let's drag the button off so you can see. Let's make this 4 pixel border radius. And then text above it and just say enter your email address. And right now the text is white, so let me change that to like a lightish gray. Looks fine to me. And what the heck, hold on. Click out. In case you didn't see the color of that, that's C3. Zoom in here, and then let's drag it like this over, and then let's get this icon. So again, this is icon I downloaded from Font Awesome. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. But it just zooms in here, and the height is 15 by 15, width and height. And let's just drag that there. And then for this little rectangle, let's just press R, color it in, and then let's do just click it. And then let's make it the top, want that to be 4, and then the bottom 4. So now it shapes like this. And now you can see you can edit this if you want to, make it closer. Again, feel free to like mess around with the details. I don't want to spend too much time, but you get the concepts here. And then click on the text, the icon, the actual rectangle, everything here. Let me make sure I got everything highlighted. So all of these, Command G it. And then boom, now you have it like this, and then we can make this 24 up there, and then that one's 24 here. So that's pretty standard. So last thing we need to do is make this little thing up here. So this was not too hard, but go over to this pen tool here, and then right around like the home section, click, and then like right around here, so like let's say around this area, just click and drag so that it makes a curve like this. And then you got it right here, and then in here, this section, click it, drag it here down like this direction, and then we can go down here and then click in. You can basically drag it like this. I kind of messed it up, but yeah, like that. And then you could curve it out like here, so like curve it around. Let me see if I Command Z, curve it around like this. And then pretty much you can just click up here, and then there. And then when I click on the fill, it's gonna turn white. And then linear gradient, so go here, linear. First color, I'm just gonna copy what I have here. So you can do 4C53FA, and then down here I just had like a light blue 5687FE. And then all you need to do is basically, you can right click this, send this to the back. And then last thing, we gotta just change the color here to white. And then voila, we're pretty much done. And then when you drag, click on the frame, 1 second, you can drag it down, you can see like it continues. And again, feel free to edit this, do whatever you want to, but let's just put it back like this. So this pretty much completes the design. So definitely, if you enjoy this video, go down below and give this video a thumbs up. Share this with your friends. Comment down any suggestions, or if you end up coding this out, definitely make a link and send it to me to your GitHub of the code. Would love to see that. And aside from that, if you have not subscribed already, go down below, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.